All right, we're back with a Thunder Down Under episode. This is episode number 6. We're going to look at 50 cards like we always do. Remember, I'm going at least 11 episodes deep here, 50 cards every time. We've only seen one non-PSA 10 card in all of the videos thus far. Today's video, we're actually going to introduce some BGS 9.5 Michael Jordan cards that I picked up in this massive 500 plus card collection from Australia. We're even going to get a look at our first look at Michael Jordan memorabilia cards, patch cards, right? We've got a couple of those in gem mint condition, both single digit pops. We'll see those at the very beginning. And then we're going to look at some hierarchy cards that came in that were in BGS 9.5 slabs. We'll check out the card ladder data on 5 cards today. That's it. So today's video is going to be relatively quick. But again, remember, all of these cards are for sale. They will be found in the Fanatics weekly auctions or the Fanatics Buy It Now marketplace. If you're interested in buying in bulk, message me on Instagram, but I'd rather not try to get individual deals done for smaller value cards one at a time, since that's a lot of work and there's a lot of stuff going on. I hope that doesn't sound spoiled or rude or anything like that, but some good cards, some interesting cards, a couple of cards, $500,000 cards in here, so I think you guys are going to enjoy this video. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. All right, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. 50 cards, Thunder Down Under collection. If this is the first one you've seen, episode number 6, go back and start watching from the beginning. I've got a little introduction video that kind of explains what these cards are and where they came from. And then I've got the next video, it just starts in sequential order. So there's an intro video, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're doing 50 cards in every single video. I've got all these cards in my Fanatics Vault, which is where I wanted them, and it's where they were shipped to. And these guys did a bang-up job of getting these images up, these cards curated, ready to move. I've been selling some to private buyers already, and it's real simple when they've got a Fanatics Vault. We get a deal done. I instantaneously can transfer those cards from my Fanatics Vault, which you're seeing on your screen, into their Fanatics Vault. And I'm not exaggerating. It is instant. It happened today, and it was instantaneously. When I put in their ownership key, I transferred 3 cards from my account into another great Michael Jordan collector's account. He paid me via PayPal, but the cards moved from vault to vault, and they're his now. And so it's just that simple. Let's get cranking. Card number 1 on today's video, episode number 6, is going to be the first appearance of a memorabilia Michael Jordan card. You guys know I don't collect Michael Jordan memorabilia cards. I don't have I have none actually, and well, I do now, but they're both for sale. So this is the first one. It's 2003 Upper Deck Black Diamond Michael Jordan patch. It's serial number 250. It's a BGS 9.5 mixed gem, and it's a pop 2 with none higher. Let's figure out what the deal is with this patch. There it is, the napkin patch. That's fine. I like these little cards, right? These are neat little cards. They've got some value. You've received a Michael Jordan game-used jersey. Remember when game-used jerseys were actually placed into card? Well, here's one, and Dick McWilliams says so. On the front of this card is an authentic piece of a jersey worn by Michael Jordan in an NBA game. We hope you enjoy this piece of basketball history as we at Upper Deck continue to keep you as close as you can get. Upper Deck was great. Nothing like it. I'm not a big black diamond collector guy, but this is a good looking card, and it's always a good thing when it's serial numbered. Serial number 29 out of 250, so close. 23 would have been great. Pop 2, none higher, so pretty cool piece right there. Next, we've got a dual jersey here from SPX, Winning Materials. It's Jordan, and it's Jordan. We've got a piece of his shooting shirt on the left. We've got a piece of his warm-up on the right. This one is not serial numbered, but it is also a low pop. Pop 4, none higher, and both of these are Jordan game-used memorabilia. So it's from a shooting shirt that he wore, and it's from a warm-up that he wore. 2 blue napkin patches, so nothing crazy there, but it's cool because you can tell the difference in the texture. There's your warm-up texture. There's your shooting shirt texture. You can see it's different, right? Obviously, even though they're both blue, it's hard to tell from a distance, but up close with Fanatics, you can. This is a mistake. It says 2002 Topps Basketball BGS 9.5. This is just the base Michael Jordan card shooting over Mo Pete. We saw the Topps Chrome card in PSA 10 already in a prior episode. This is the regular Topps version, so not Chrome, just Topps. It says it's a Pop 1, none higher. That is definitely not correct. So I'm not sure where Fanatics ran across that, but it is not a Pop 1. I think the mistake was made in that a BGS 10 is a pop 1, but a BGS 9.5 is like pop 30, I think, or something like that. Next, we've got a 2002 Flair Michael Jordan BGS 9.5. Again, not a valuable card. Honestly, I'll plead ignorance here. I had no idea Flair was making cards in 2002. I really had no idea. I thought, I think of Flair, I think of 94, 95, 96, 97, Flair Legacy, stuff like that, Flair Showcase. I had no idea Flair was making cards in 2002, so I've never even seen this card, but cool card nonetheless. I don't think there's a ton of value to it, however. BGS 10. So this is the only BGS 10 that I can remember in the collection. There may be others, I don't know. And again, it's 557 cards, so forgive me if I get something wrong at any point. But this is a BGS 10 from 1999 Upper Deck Master Collection. It's a pop 3 in BGS 10. I think this Master Collection looks like the Contemporary Collection from 2003. But this is a card from the 90s. And so this is Jordan and the Bulls, and it's the Master Collection. This is card number 4, and it's a BGS 10. Let me shrink this. Okay. First card we're going to look up in Card Ladder, and it is a hierarchy card, and it's great. It's glorious. I love it. I've owned numerous PSA 10 and BGS 9.5 copies of this exact card over the years. This is a Min Gem copy of the Legacies. It's a great hierarchy card. It's an affordable hierarchy card, which we'll look at right now. There it is on Card Ladder. This card has not sold in the last year. So a card that's relatively rare, pop 73. Let's look at the pop report. It's been graded 807 times overall total, okay? If you want to know the pack odds, buy yourself a hierarchy poster and turn it over and look at it. Or if you don't want to spend any money, you can go to Trading Card Database, tcdb.com, figure out pack odds on any card you want. I did the work for you if you want to buy the poster. 43 PSA 10s, 73 BGS 9.5s. That yields about 118 total gem copies. There is one BGS 10 out there, which would be really cool. But you can see the disparity. It's a 3-to-1 ratio for PSA 10s to BGS 9.5s. Card Ladder thinks the BGS 9.5 is worth about $1,400. This card's only sold 3 times in the last 24 months. And so that really surprised me. I suspected there would be a lot more of these hitting the market, but nope, not the case. 97 Ultra Gold Medallion BGS 9.5. If there's any card out there where I think, you know what, I'd almost rather a BGS 9.5 gold label because the card is gold background, gold script, gold, 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 gold. This is the card, and I like it because it's not crazy expensive. It's a BGS 9.5 mixed gem with a 10 for the surface and 9 for the edges. And I've got this one looked up on Card Ladder as well. It's only a pop 41, shout out to Dirk, who wore jersey number 41 in this one in a BGS 9.5s, and also about a $1,400 card, much like the Legacy Collection. Check this out. Over the last year, this card sold 6 times. There's a 23% growth rate, even with the last sale actually coming down a couple $100. So last sale, big drop from $1,627 to $1,440. Even with that drop from the sale beforehand, still a 23% rate of growth. If we look at the all-time chart, the highest this card's ever reached is 1,680, but you can see a very clear trend of this card trending upward. Cool card there, great label color match, as they say now in the hobby, which is something they made up. You guys know me, I don't collect cards without subgrades, but when I purchase a collection, sometimes I'm stuck with them. I'd rather a 9.5 with no subgrades than a 9 with subgrades. Maybe I'll send it in, try to get some subgrades put on here, or maybe I'll just sell the card as is. In fact, I think I'm just going to sell the card as is. Hoop Screams, BGS 9.5. You're looking at a hierarchy card. This is a card that sold most recently for $222. That seems way too cheap for me. How many of these have been graded? 1,000 have been graded. It's not like 10,000 have been graded. It's a great looking card. It's got a great name to it. It's a card that everybody likes to share around Halloween time. Between PSA and BGS, there's still not 100 of these in gem condition. $220 for a BGS 9.5 is robbery. That is way too low. I don't say this very often. That does not make sense. If people are collecting and they're collecting 90s Jordan inserts, this is not in the top 200, right? It's not in the, maybe you might even say it's not in the top 250. It's definitely somewhere in the 250 to the 400 range for Michael Jordan inserts as far as demand goes. And again, it's not the craziest pack odds. We see it's been graded 1,000 times, so you can always go get one. But $222, I'm going to show you 7 base cards in this video that are worth more than $222. This doesn't make any sense. How much is a PSA 10 selling for? Doesn't say, but what we can do, it's always fancy, right? We can always just go in here and do, oh, no, of course my keyboard cuts out. Let me know if do you guys have wireless keyboards? I don't know what the deal is. My wireless keyboard, it'll work for an hour, and then all of a sudden the freaking thing doesn't work, and there's this huge delay. I don't know how to get that fixed. Somebody who's young and smart, please tell me, is there a trick? Because sometimes I'll go to type, I'll hit 47 letters, I'll look up, and nothing is being typed. As you can see, there's a little bit of delay. We got it now. PSA 10, Hoop Screams, members only. Why is this pulling up? Oh, because it's card number 10. So let me do this. We'll put it in parentheses, and then I'll only pull up PSA 10s, and we'll see what the last one sold for. $1,000. So a PSA 10 sells for $1,000, but the last BGS 9.5 sells for what? $220. I don't know about that. The lower the card, the less the ratio should be between BGS and PSA 10. BGS 9.5, PSA 10. Michael Jordan hoops. There's a perforated version of this where it was torn off of team night sheets, but this is just a regular card. Card number 30, PSA 10. Again, nothing crazy there. Looks cheap, is cheap. If anybody, what in the world? If anybody needs it for their collection, please let me know. Let's keep going here. Sorry. Next one is a cool card. I like this card. This is the 1991 Hoops Prototypes 00. It is card number 004. You can see Vinnie Johnson, the microwave right here. He has no neck, but he has a lot of muscles, and he could really shoot the piss out of it. He's guarding Jordan. And the shot clock's on 4. I wonder if that has something to do with what number they assigned to the card. Anyway, Jordan tongue out, going left, wearing the retro Jordans. Let's look it up because I did pull this one up in Card Ladder as well. Here's a card last sold on June 4th, so 10 days ago from the time I'm recording this video. Clearly a $350 to $400 card. $400, $360, $399, $400. This is a card that's in that price range. A really cool pickup for those interested in finding some of the more obscure Jordans. It's not as rare, as you would think, as most other prototypes are, but this one is a pop. It's a pop 205 in PSA 10, which shocks me. 34% gem rate with PSA. Gem rate for PSA is much higher than BGS, which is usually the other way around. But 34%, 1 out of 3 grade a PSA 10. That really surprised me. But about a $350, $400 card there. I like the look of it. I like that it's a little bit different and it's a prototype card. We've got a bunch of really cheap Fleer cards in a row. I am going to scroll really fast. I do like that there's little All-Star Game images. Who's this Jordan going around? Chuck Person, the rifleman. These are all going to be 1991 Fleer. I know for a fact because I've seen a bazillion of these. There's your true base card, number 29. That's the true Fleer base card, not a subset, the true base. They printed so many Michael Jordan cards in 1991 Fleer. Here's an insert, or is it a subset? I can't remember. Might be a subset. Fleer Pro Visions, number 2 right there. Here's a card that I'm not familiar with at all in any way, shape, or form. It's called the Collegiate Collection from 1991, and you've got over here on the left, you got Magic in his Michigan State uniform. On the right, you've got Michael Jordan, tongue out, even all the way back in North Carolina. Clearly, you can't miss it. What's it say on the back? Just curious. I don't even know what this is, dude. Available releases. Okay, cool. So they got a bunch of different guys. They got Rex Chapman. God, this is going to be a blast from the past. Joe Namath. Okay, so this must be a multi-sport thing. It was released from Louisville, Kentucky on Main Street. Louisville, Kentucky, for those of you who have not watched the channel long enough, that is my hometown. I was born in Louisville, Kentucky, which is why I was born with basketball in my blood and why I can shoot the hell out of the ball. Rex Chapman, Purvis Ellison, Joe Namath, Bo Jackson, can't go wrong there. Jordan, Herschel Walker, Dennis Scott, 3D, Joe Montana, Chris Jackson, my guy from down here in Cajun country, now known as Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, the Fridge Perry, Magic, Sean Elliott, Bonds, Kareem, Dion, Patrick Ewing, Dan Reeves. Okay, that's the imposter of the group. He's a great coach, but what the hell? Barry Sanders, Sidney Moncrief, Arkansas legend in a buck. John David Crow, who I've never heard of. I could not guess in a million years what sport John David Crow sounds like. Sounds like a serial killer. When you hear somebody who uses all 3 names in their name, they're either a country music singer or they're a serial killer. Think about it. Everybody who murders a president's got 3 names. I don't know why it works that way. That's probably not correct, but you get my point. Serial killers have 3 names, and so do country music singers, and I'm not really sure why. I don't know if John David Crow was a country music singer or a serial killer, but he had to be one. AC Green, the Virgin from Oregon State. So interesting mix of players in there. Rex Chapman, of course, my hero, and of course it was produced back here in Louisville, Kentucky, so that's probably why Rex snuck in there. I don't know anything about this card. I have no idea. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to look it up together. Well, I have no clue what this is. So 1991 Collegiate Magic Michael. Let's see if we can find this. Let me show you how I do my Magic Jordan. Oh, God. You see what I mean? There it goes. Okay, so there's the delay, right? PSA 10, 1991 Collegiate We're just going to put Magic and we're going to put Jordan on the same card. See if something comes up. All right, there's our card. That's great. Sorted by date sold. Okay, now we know it is not valuable. It is a $50 card from the 12th National Promo. I guess that means it was given away at the National. Check it out. Half of them grade PSA 10, and there's 1,483 PSA 10s. If you want to find a way to make a card worth not very much, put 1,400 PSA 10s out there and you'll get what you're looking for. This is cool. I like this set. God, I'm going to guess and I'm going to get it wrong. I don't know why I want to guess there's 6 of these in this set from 1991 Nike. We're going to look this up together too. This is going to be Jordan Spike Lee. 1991, good. Let's put in Jordan, Nike, Lee. There's a couple of them. What did we look at? This one, is this the high flying? Flight School? Flight School. Sorry, let's go back. Let's type in flight and see if that works. There's our card. Okay. Oh, God, dog. Oh, wait, that's autographed. Is that autographed? What the hell? No. Okay, there we go. Is this a sick? Oh, my God. I never would have guessed this. Did this card sell for $1,000 in 2024? What is going on here? Holy cow. 4% gem rate, 34 Charles Barkley and Giannis. 34 PSA 10s. This is a $400, $500, $600, up to $1,000 card. What's the most this card sold for? $1,000. Boy, this card ran hot back in the early 2000s, but this $1,000 sale was from 2024. Interesting. Had no idea that it was going to be that valuable. Back of the card, you got Spike Lee, Mars Blackman, and then you got Michael Jordan. Pretty cool. Flight School. All right, cool. Learn something new every day. That's a relatively big-ass card. Oh, here's another one. High Flying. Okay, let's look this one up. We can take out Flight, and let's put in High Flying, not to be confused with the Soaring Stars High Flying parallel. Wow. Okay, $1,175 is the most that card's ever sold for. What did the last one sell for? Okay, now we're talking. Okay, this is more realistic. That gives you an idea how crazy 2021 was. Somebody bought this card for over $1,100. Now a card sells for $129. Although that looks to be a really good steal right here. PSA Auto. What is this? Okay, that's not it. Here it is right here. I've got it by date sold. It's a $300 card. That sounds more like it. 222, 288, 305. Cool. We're learning something here, guys. I don't know how many of them are in here. Little Sun Wooden Awards. This is a card. I've actually already sold this card. So if anybody was looking for it, don't get too excited. This card has already been sold to an incredible Jordan collector. I've sold three lots of cards from these videos you're going to see already. Not big lots, to 3 Jordan collectors that all leave me in the dust. Like, these are guys I look up to who have, provided me guidance, knowledge, information, sort of kind of took me under their wing along the way. All of them have collections that dwarf my collection and make me feel like a minnow amongst sharks. Some more obscure stuff. This is a 1991 Legends magazine silver border. Michael Jordan. That border does not look silver at all to me. Does the back have silver? I don't know why it's called silver border. Maybe it's mislabeled. Maybe. I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, I don't know what that card's worth. We're not going to look that up. It's taken enough time already. That's a Legends cut. I guess it's a cut card from a magazine. I'm not sure. Here's the other one, right? We talked about the base one. Well, here's the Hoops Team Night Sheets. And I've actually got the same thing, but it came in 3 cards. So boom, 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 perforated twice down the middle. You could tear the card. Somebody perforated this card, and that's always a crapshoot, right? When you send the perforated cards to PSA, you could get a 4, you could get a 10. This lucky bastard got a 10 on a PSA old label. You'll see, I don't remember seeing this NBA 1991 champs symbol on the regular version. So maybe that's only a Team Night Sheets special kind of thing, but not too much value there. There's actually a lot of those out there. All right, let's get back to 1991, right? We're all over 91. Here's 91 Hoops with Jordan as number 9 USA uniform, 1991 Hoops here. Remember back in these years in Hoops and Fleer, and they were making so many cards in each set. 91 Hoops again, 536. 91 Hoops again, 455. 91 Hoops again, 317. 91 Hoops again, Jordan and Karl Malone. This is NBA scoring leaders. 91 Hoops again, card number 253, the All-Star card. 91 Hoops again, another USA card. How many of these did they make? Actually, that was the McDonald's. So this is the 1991 Hoops McDonald's number 55. I wonder if that makes it any more rare. I really don't know, but he's wearing those shoes I love. Now this card means something to me, guys, and there's not a tremendous amount of value. I've just thought this is the first time I remember seeing a basketball card where they put an image on the back of a player doing something other than playing basketball. He's playing golf, and it's Michael Jordan's first ever. Well, I shouldn't say that because he's got a prototype card out there as well. But this is Michael Jordan's first mass-produced, pack-pulled Skybox basketball card. And when Skybox came out, there was the hobby was in a frenzy, right? This is right in the heart of the junk wax era, and I'm speaking primarily to baseball cards, right? When the 89 Upper Deck was the year before, the 1990 Leaf, all these other brands started to show up. Skybox was the new kid on the block, came out of nowhere. Hoops had just come out in 89. Before that, you were looking at only Fleer, and then you got Hoops, you got Skybox. And then, along the way, then you had Finest, you had all sorts of stuff happening in 90, 91, 92, 93. And then, of course, when we get into the mid 90s, we've got all sorts of brands out there. But this is the Skybox number 41. I've got it pulled up. It's just a great card. It brings back so many memories. And don't look now, but this card's up 48%. It's popped 1,800, guys. Look how many of these have been graded. Oh, my God. 30,000 of these have been graded. Look at the gem rate. It's holding steady. Really tough card. Let me tell you why. Centering on this card is awful. You can find it. It's hard to hide white on the edges because it's got that gold border everywhere. You can hide it on the back. You can't hide it on the front. So corners, but primarily centering is inescapably evident. If your card is not perfectly centered, it will be very, very, very evident. But they must have printed probably 250,000 of the, maybe 1 million of those cards if 30,000 have been graded, for God's sakes. 1990 Sports Card Digest Pocket Price Guides. Jordan PSA 10. That's cool right there. It's a baseball card. Sports Card Digest Pocket Price Guide there. Some Panini stickers we're going to knock out here. 1990, Panini put a few Jordan stickers in 1990 Panini. So this is sticker K, PSA 10. This is sticker G, PSA 10. I don't know what's what, and I don't know how much they're worth. This is sticker 91, PSA 10, and this is, now we're out of that. Okay, so now you guys have seen these. Speaking of printing the hell out of a card, there's a gold parallel version, I think, of these, if I'm not crazy, but this is 1990 North Carolina Collegiate Collection Jordan. Again, 89, again, card number 61, again, card number 44 again. Oh no, now we're on to another team night sheet. So this is another perforated card. It's going to look a whole lot like your 1990 Hoops card, but this is the Hoops team night sheets in PSA 10 right there from 1990. Looks a lot like the original. Same design. A very, very overprinted card here. This is 90 Hoops Super Streaks, Jordan and Magic. Jordan collection from the Upper Deck Jordan collection. This is a Jordan only insert set. Same thing. Major attractions. You guys should be familiar with these. There's a gold parallel of these as well. This is not the gold. This is the regular. And there's the one and only Queen Latifah, who starred in the movie Hustle as Adam Sandler's wife. I thought she was horribly cast. It was not a believable marriage. Let me know in the comments if you guys watch Hustle. First of all, I thought it was phenomenal. I love the movie. I thought it was great. I've watched it twice. I just thought that, I don't pick up on stuff like this, but I was like, and Queen Latifah I think she's a pretty good actress, and I think she probably played her role, but the idea that Adam Sandler's character and Queen Latifah's character would be together seemed really weird to me. I didn't buy it for whatever reason. I never bought it. But here's Queen Latifah's top players. She's actually got it. She hit the nail on the head. Can you imagine back in 1995 if you were picking the three hottest players at center, forward, and guard? This is your list, dude, and it's not even close. Like, Grant Hill was going to be the next Michael Jordan. Then you got Michael Jordan, who was the Michael Jordan of Michael Jordans. And then you got Shaquille O'Neal, who was clearly the guy that you would choose at 1995 at center. I guess you could say Olajuwon, but Shaq was on the up and up, right? He was young. He was 25, 26 years old. How about the 95 Upper Deck Images, Michael Jordan? This, to me, looks like it could be an insert card, but it's not. It's card number 335, subset card right there. And then I think coming right behind it, nope, we don't have it. Another base card from 95 Upper Deck. I've always liked the look of this card. I thought it was really cool. Jordan's got the black shoelaces on the Jordan 1s. This is always kind of a nice little touch there. There's an Electric Court Gold version of that. Speaking of Electric Court, here you go. A 1995 Electric Court number 23. This is the true base card from the 1995 Upper Deck set. There's numerous Jordan cards, but this is the true, base card. You'll see the Electric Court image here with your little Electric Court guy. There is a gold parallel of this that I am still on the hunt for, and I won't pay whatever the PSA 10 costs, but I do need to get it because this is a hierarchy card, guys. There's 2 electric court golds included in your hierarchy poster. If you're looking at it and you got it, look at them. They're right next to each other. And here's the regular card. Did I look up that electric court? I did. There it is. There's the electric court. The electric court PSA 10. Look at the most recent sales. Pretty good, pretty consistent here. Sorted by price. Sorry, nope, that's not right. Sorted by date. Okay, here we go. 750, 733, 564, 600. Seems to be a card on the up. 42, Vin Baker, okay? Shout out to Vin Baker. There's only 42 of these, gem rate of 7%, 42 PSA 10s, BGS, only 12 BGS. That's the electric court. If I put the gold in there, watch this. Watch what happens to the price. And you might not even find a PSA 10 gold. Okay, we found one. Look when the last one sold. It's been 7 years since we've seen an electric court gold PSA 10 sale. This is what it looks like, and you'll tell, look, if you zoom in, you can't really zoom in, but the electric court symbol and the little dude down there, they're gold foil, okay, instead of just bright white kind of silver foil, right, refractor foil. This one sold for $760 in 2018. Look what Card Ladder thinks this bad boy is worth today. $6,797. Has things changed over the last 7 years in this hobby? Oh my gosh. How many of these do we have in PSA 10? 11. Shout out to Yao Ming and the great Bob McAdoo, who wore jersey number 11. 11 PSA 10s. It's actually easier to grade an electric court gold than it is an electric court regular. That is weird. But anyway, that's a little background on that card right there. We're getting towards the end of the list. Oh, this is the last one. Very cheap, 95, Upper Deck. It's a minor league baseball card. I can't tell you how many cards, baseball cards of Michael Jordan in Birmingham Barons or White Sox were printed in those 2 years. It's like Upper Deck just refused to give up on Michael Jordan, and it's almost like they printed him back into the NBA. That's it, guys. 50 cards. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Nothing crazy valuable, and I've told you this from the beginning. There's a lot to share, and it makes for great content and great conversation, but there's not a lot of, oh my gosh, I can't believe Cajun found the fill in the blank. It's not like that. But some Wizards patch cards that are single-digit pops in gem mint condition. Some Legacy in BGS 9.5. A Hoop Screams in BGS 9.5. A Gold Medallion in 9.5. And then some interesting stories on some not super, expensive Michael Jordan cards. We learned a little something today. The 1991 Nike cards, those things have some value. I don't know why I'm thinking there's 6 of those in the set, but I think that's right. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Apparently, it's tough to find a PSA 10 of those cards. So thank you guys, as always, for watching. Truly appreciate it. Hit the like button if you don't mind. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. If this is the first one of these episodes you're seeing, go back and watch the intro and then go back and watch episode 1. They're all the same. If you like this, you'll like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to like the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 coming up behind it. Thank you guys for watching. And remember, all these cards are for sale in the Fanatics Buy It Now marketplace, or you're going to see them trickle in to the Fanatics weekly auctions at some point. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.